LBA and LBA 2 are some of my favorite and most memorable games from my childhood. This is my first time seeing it speedrun, so I'm excited to see how you break it. Blessings of Sendel to Janglestorm. Speaking of, in the interest of time, we're going to toss it right over to Janglestorm and Little Big Adventure 2, so take it away.
All right, hello friends. Welcome to this wonderful French developed game called LBA 2, also known as Twins' Odyssey. I'm very glad to show this off to you. This is a childhood favorite of mine. My name is Janglestorm, by the way. I've got a co-commentator with me as well. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi there, I'm the JackofHearts. I don't play this game anymore because I have seen the light.
Still knows a lot about it though. All right, Jack's gonna do most of the talking because it's not exactly heavy on downtime, so I will be doing a lot of stuff. It will be a very broken game, I can tell you that. So let's just go into it. Time starts as soon as I skip the first cutscene, so let's do this in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so the very first bit of movement there was a little hop. It takes you a little bit forward to skip. It just saves a couple of frames, just gets you a little bit ahead quickly. So we're going to go into this back room and pick up a couple of items. The first being the holomap, the second being the magic ball. The magic ball is your main attacking item, and and the holomap will be the item that we use to skip most of the game. As you can see, the estimate is pretty short. This game has been broken pretty heavily over the past couple of years. It was quite broken when I was speedrunning it, and then it was broken a lot more after I stopped. So you're in for an exciting run, guys. So the very first quest of the game is to go rescue the weather wizard because it's raining and we need to stop the rain. But after we do that, we go to the next island. However, we don't have to do any of that quest because the ticket sale guy still lets you buy a ticket for the ferry, and the ferry is there, it's just invisible. And because we can get to this part of the game, or this island, immediately, we can skip that very first quest. But not only that, we can skip basically the first half of the entire game, where you would end up going to an alien planet, and then back here, and then to the moon. We're going to skip going to the alien planet and back and just go straight to the moon, because of course the area that we need to go to is there. You're just not expected to be able to get to it. So a little glitch, I say a glitch. One of the bugs we use is the save jump bug. You can just jump over stuff by using saving and reloading, because it it starts jumping is done in sections of animation frames, and if you save early enough, you'll just repeat the frames, get more height, and you can just jump over walls like this.
Just like that.
And this is not necessary, but it saves actually a small text box, so it is slightly faster to go that way. And yeah, we're going to get into an area of the game that we're definitely not supposed to be in right now.
Yeah, not yet, no.
Yeah. So there was a lot of gameplay skipped. In fact, you saw it was raining in the desert. That's actually not intended. It's not meant to be raining because you're meant to have stopped the rain.
Just imagine rain in the desert.
So that's why. Yeah.
Right, time for the holomap clip.
Yeah, this is the first time we see the holomap clip. So this is what the holomap's for. You go into the holomap, and I'm not quite sure how it works myself, but you can get through doors with it. It's really cool. Do you know how that works, Janglestorm, like the mechanics?
Well, let me try to explain. It's a bit weird, but you basically try to set up so you hear this boing sound and you jump, and the holomap, if you have that item open, basically the animation of twins will keep on going. So that allows us to get through doors like that. That somehow works. It's a funny thing.
Yeah, and for some reason, by clipping through that door, that green guard there that was behind the wall just isn't active.
Yeah.
This is an annoying room where you're supposed to actually collect like 3 keys. I remember there was a very, very old route where you would save jump bug for about 5 minutes to try and get over one of the walls to just get straight to the end key. But that was extremely slow even for the time.
Yeah.
Nice little... Using the iframes of the sporty, so the way you move in this game is you'll have 4 modes. There's discrete, normal, sporty, and aggressive. And when you're sporty, you can run and jump. So you can reload the animation of the sporty, and it will give you invincibility frames so you can get over that electric thing. You're supposed to have a jetpack there, but of course we didn't go see the guy who gives us the jetpack.
Yeah, we do extensively use hotkeys there to make it easier.
Yeah. Rebinding all the hotkeys is essential for speedrunning this game.
Yeah. Alright, now for some keyboard ASMR. Hope you're all ready.
Oh boy. Yeah, you got a nice mechanical keyboard, so everyone will love that.
Yeah.
So we're going to be moonwalking through this next section. It's again, there's resetting animation frames over and over and over again just to get the fastest movement.
Yeah, pretending to fly basically.
The only other way to move through this about as fast is to like backwards walk, but still it's slower. So you might as well just do this. The worst clip in the game, or the worst thing in the game, is hitting this switch. So there are 3 switches on that side of the door, and they open 3 different doors. But we want to hit a very particular switch because it opens the door that takes us to the place that we need to go fastest. I think you might want to reshoot that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a peculiar one. It's called the crappy shot. They actually have a different name for it in the community, but yeah, let's just call it the crappy shot for now.
No one likes that shot.
Yeah, it's just where the laser just scatters and goes places, and it's kind of random. So you can save and reload in order to deal with that.
Yeah, for some reason you can just jump on the light here. You don't need to save jump bug or anything. So you can just get over the wall. You're definitely not supposed to have a spacesuit in this section. You want to take it off and go in and speak to everyone. But yeah, we've got our spacesuit, so we can shoot lasers out of our chests, which is pretty OP, but we're not going to use it.
Yeah, lasers are pretty OP.
Just going to go... Yeah, just going to go in and rescue our best friend, who we know so much about because he's been mentioned so many times before.
Yeah.
It's a typical speedrun.
Yeah, like I said, like we said before, or haven't said before, but the story will not be very clear if you just see the speedrun alone.
I think that... Oh, excuse me. I think that's pretty apparent for a lot of speedruns, really.
Yeah.
So the story basically is after saving the world in the first game from an evil dictator, everyone thinks you're a hero, so you go and live for life. You go retire, and then suddenly aliens come down and say, hey, we want to be friends, but then they kidnap all the children, and now we've got to go on a quest to rescue all the children.
Also shout out to the moonwalk, by the way.
I suppose. Oh yeah, I love moonwalk backwards. So the plot is very intricate and nuanced, my friends.
Sure is.
So just escaping the moon base here. So like I said, this is the first half of the game entirely skipped just by being able to come here. Baldino's in our way, and of course to get out of here we need to put a spacesuit on top of our spacesuit.
Yeah, for safety, right? Just for safety.
Yeah, you gotta be, you gotta double wrap.
Yeah.
So now we crash land on the alien planet, so we gotta go find out where the children are. We're supposed to have like a robe and stuff, like protective clothing, but we didn't actually collect it. So we're walking around in our civvies. Eventually we'll get, you will see what the clothes we are supposed to use, but for now.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Needs to be a little bit close. It was almost 2 cycle, I guess, but
yeah.
I tried to set up for that, but usually it's 3. Just have to see
it's
when
another
the
place
frames
you're
run
meant
out,
to.
and just like that.
Yeah, it's another place you're meant to use the jetpack that we don't have, so we just save jump bug. And yes, now we're on the planet Zelich. The Zelichians are also under the control of a dictatorship, and they don't think it's strange that you're just running around, apparently.
Yeah. Also, I went into this bar to pick up an upgrade.
I could.
Because you can get upgrades for your magic ball really easily, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. That's what I was going to mention. It just completely went out of my head. But yeah, so after doing certain story quests, you get certain levels of magic. You go yellow magic, green magic, red magic, and then gold, I think, or rainbow or something. By going into that pub that's right at the start of Zelich, for some reason it sets your magic level to Red Bull, which is very handy because you can't actually damage anything without at least red magic. As I said, your magic should level up when you get to certain story parts of the story, but of course we didn't do any of those parts, so we'd have only yellow magic here. But thankfully, just going into that pub sets our magic level to red, which is cool.
It's very nice. So we are in the casino, and normally we would gamble, but now we just fight crocodiles for money because that's what you do, right? That's how I would do it usually.
Oh yeah, the old route was fantastic. You used to have to like hit the slot machine, roll to the side, hit the other slot machine, just keep rolling back and forth until you manage to get the key to get in there to fight the crocs. But no, you can just use the holo skip, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's easy.
Now we're going to advance the plot. We're looking for Island CX, and this old guy. We found out about a guy who knows something about it, who escaped there, and it's like a dangerous death camp or something. So he managed to escape, and he's just hanging out on the final island of the game. Unfortunately, we can't finish the game because even though this is the final island, the area that we need to go to doesn't exist until we go and do a quest. We need to go and collect 4 pieces of the key, one for each of the species on this planet, and bring them here. And it's meant to be about some sort of prophecy about their prophet, Dark Monk. I can't remember the actual finer details of the story, but it doesn't matter.
All right, now we're gonna set up for a clover skip.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I need to set it correctly. Hold on. There we go. Pretty good. And
yeah,
there we go.
Perfect.
We basically sacrifice a clover in order to get over that building there. It's very convenient.
Yeah. I didn't mention clovers, but clovers are basically just your lives. You start with 2 clover boxes. You meant to collect more boxes so you can have more lives. And every time you collect a clover, that's a life. But yeah, you sacrifice the life there to get over that house really quickly. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, and also we used the pickaxe in a very peculiar way.
Yeah, there's a nice way to skip the digging animation, which you did as well, which is cool. These 2 guys can be very trolly.
Yeah, they can be trolly.
That was actually not too bad.
That should be fine.
They can just shoot you, and you're stuck in blur.
Yeah, it can be
20
something.
minutes.
So now we encountered this monster named the Money Monkey. We're gonna basically perform
it had a name.
It does a name actually. Yeah, we're gonna perform a floor clip. It will be fun. See?
Yeah, so this boss battle has had a lot of evolution recently, because it used to be you'd get the lightning spell and you'd have to just you just zap it, and then there was a way that you could stand on one of the barrels and it would run off the edge of the platform. And then apparently we can just make it fall through the platform using the holo map, which is cool.
Yep. And then we use laser skip and also using the holo map. It's a very handy item indeed.
Yeah, the holo map is essential for speedrunning it. The speedrun time doubles without it.
Yeah, for sure.
If not more, because what's the world record now? It's about 30. Is it 25 minutes or 35?
Let's see, how am I on? I'm not very good in health. I'm gonna reload this part briefly. Health management is very crucial, especially when I do that first clover skip. So I want to make sure that I don't take too many hits. So that 1 hit should be enough. And I will not take a lot more hits after this, so it's not necessarily the most dangerous thing, but still a good thing to look out for. But yeah, the world record is mid-24 pretty much, so it's gone places.
Oh yeah, so when I was speedrunning it, my best time's over an hour. That should tell you how long ago I speedran it. Back then the world record was something like 52 minutes.
Yeah.
So now we went to the undergas, so we need to collect the 4 pieces of the key. So we now need to go get the Onei's key, and these are the Onei's, these mole-looking people. Again, don't have to beat up this guy to get his key. You just get through the door.
Yep, easy.
So now we're going to grab the Onei's key, and they're going to attack us because we grabbed a sacred idol. But they're also under orders from their leader, who wants to take us down. Our character in particular. He has a grudge against us. They captured us earlier. They're like, "You're the wizard we're looking for."
Yeah.
If you actually played the game. So you're like, oh, who could the bad guy be? Spoilers, it's the same guy as the first game.
Yep, same as it ever was.
Yeah, same as it never was.
But yeah, we're collecting these gems. We need 4 gems in total for a boat ride.
It's convenient that we have to come into the gem mine to get the key because we need to collect 4 gems to get the ride for the ferryman in a minute. But before we go and see the ferryman, we also have to get the ferryman's song. And that requires a little bit of a side quest here.
Yeah.
Nice dodging of all the guards as well, very cool.
Yeah, it's very nice. I want to do a brief shout out to the LBA community. They've been very helpful in teaching me this run when I did this for the 12-hour challenge earlier last year. So yeah, shout out to all of them. If you want to learn this game, be sure to check the speedrun.com page for the Discord.
Oh yeah, and there are a lot more resources now. So if you're interested in running this game or checking out the community, I recommend it. It's pretty cool.
All right, how about some dinner?
Oh yeah, so we're gonna take a little break here. If you have any messages you want to read out, this would be a perfect time.
Awesome. We've got Minokin with $25. Oh, the memories. Such a blast to see LBA2 in this marathon. Keep up the good work and good luck, Janglestorm.
Thank you so much. All right, so we're gonna eat Firefly Tart over here. Does Twinsen like it? That's a question.
Yeah, do you guys want some Firefly Tart? Because I could.
I don't think Twinsen liked it. Yeah, I guess that's the end of the game. Sorry, El. Oh wait, it isn't. Sorry.
Yeah, Twinsen's bit culturally inappropriate there. He's like, oh my god, it's food I'm not used to. Passes out.
Yeah, well, at least we're awake again, so we can resume.
Could you imagine if someone like, oh my god, sushi, passes out. It's fish!
Alright, so now we're gonna give this piece of Firefly Tart to someone who might like it.
Yeah, and apparently he didn't even eat the Firefly Tart he was given, he just stuffed it in his pocket and gave it to this old man. Are you gonna go for a clover here? Or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for multiple clovers here. Marathon safety, for sure.
Yeah, it's fair enough. So, this game may not look very hard, but I'll tell you now, it's terrible to control. Tank controls with an isometric perspective, and dodging those fireballs in a 3D space with tank controls is so difficult. You can get stuck on one of these fireflies for literally like a minute where they just keep running into you, or you just keep getting hit by a ball over and over and over again. It looks like you can time it out. It looks like you can, but you cannot.
But the thing is, the fireballs are actually sort of scripted. So with the clovers there, I'm actually, if I wait there long enough, they will basically drop at exactly the same moment. So that's very convenient. And I'm basically set up for the rest of the game. Well, for now at least. So that's good. So that's back to safety again. All right, so we're gonna take a brief walk over here.
So are you guys all ready to sing?
Yeah, we're gonna sing a song.
Are you ready to sing?
We're gonna sing the Ferryman song. I hope you're all ready to hear this. It's beautiful. Sing along if you know it. Ferryman, if you please, take me across the raging seas. For a few gems, I'll take your boat. I cannot swim, I cannot float. What a beautiful song. Okay.
Oh man, that's my next karaoke song, I tell you.
Okay, we have to wait for the boat now. So now's a good time for donations if you have them.
We've got $50 from Janik, who says, I simply had to donate during this Little Big Adventure 2 run. LBA 2 is one of my childhood defining games. I have such fond memories of playing it together with my brother. Thanks to everyone involved in GDQ for making this event happen despite the pandemic. Love and health to you all.
Thank you so much.
We also got $50 from Eternal, who says, Little Big Adventure. Now I really have to donate since this is one of the first RPGs I actually played all the way through, around 20 years ago. Go fast and save the frames.
Thank you, that's super much appreciated. Okay, so yeah, we did skip some things here.
We took the ferryman boat. Yeah, we took the ferryman boat, now we're at the island of the Muscobees, and thanks to the holomap skip, we don't have to speak to the bee to take us to the Queen Chamber, because that's a long-ass cutscene. So we just holomap up to the mountain. This is the point of the game where the island is meant to be, like, under attack by the bad guys of the game, because the queen is part of the dissidents, because there's a dictator, dissidents, you know, the rebellion. So we got to help the rebellion.
Also, the second clover skip I'm doing there.
Yeah, nice little clover skip as well. Saves just taking an elevator up.
Yep.
This is the worst boss in the game. I hate this boss. This is like 50% of the reason I stopped speedrunning this game.
There's a flying
because
walrus.
hitting this timing. Yeah, it's a flying walrus apparently.
What I do there is I usually hit from the side as soon as I have dealt the first hit, because it's basically guaranteed to hit. So you have to make sure that you land the first hit, and then you can set up everything else accordingly. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good that there's a setup for it now, but I couldn't. No one could figure it out back then. And there's a funny thing here, because like that little gap, no one knew that was there when I started speedrunning it as well. So we just used to go all the way around, like back down the lift. So yeah. So yeah, we got the last the key of the Muscovies. The not very imaginative names, like the sausage people are called the Francos, the bee people are called the Muscovies.
Well, you know they're bees at least.
Yeah. They're about as imaginative as Pokemon names.
Alright, so this is what you're supposed to see.
Yeah, this is where the cutscene. So we change clothes to fly in here, and we take them off again. Done.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Easy.
So now we got to get behind the queen's fat behind, because her fat behind.
Yeah, then we set up for the throne skip. Okay, we got first right, nice.
Oh wow, that was a really good throne skip.
Yeah.
So it used to be you'd have to go and like cause the attack and get the queen arrested and then go get the key off her, but thanks to Hollow Skip, get through it, because the loading zone is actually in between the door, so you can't actually get behind that door with like just jumping over it. You can get behind it, but you can't hit the loading zone because it's in the middle of the door, which is fantastic. So now we're at Island CX apparently, because the Dissidents had a secret tunnel that led them to the evil base, the evil main base of the game. Apparently, I don't think that's ever explained, but it's just there. Gotta go in here and activate the next bit of the plot, because we're gonna meet the Emperor now, and the Emperor is working with the main villain of the game. To destroy your planet, and his evil plan is, of course, to put rockets on the moon and fire it at the planet.
So we just deal like 3 hits and that's it.
Yeah, an epic boss battle, guys. 3 hits and he's down.
Yeah, and then one more trick up his sleeve. Okay, we're gonna set up for what's called a Warzone skip. It's a really cool trick. It does skip some tough stuff that's coming up very shortly, so we'll see if I can get it like right away.
Nice little skip as well.
Right,
just clip up to the top of that.
Do it from here. Okay, nice, got that.
Excellent, very well done.
Yeah, and that skips off
so
the Francos down below, and usually that takes a lot longer, so that's one that's been found pretty recently.
Yeah, that's really good, because getting to you got to run past like 4 guys with the Uzis, and they're terrible to get past. They just won't. Sometimes they just won't let you past. But finding a way up into that wall is fantastic. It's so much better now and faster. As you can see, we've got a sword now, and when we use the sword, we put our tunic on. So the tunic is the blue thing we were supposed to grab at the beginning of the game, because it like gives us our magic bar. But because, of course, we went into the other bar, it gave us magic anyway. It allows us to store magic and power, and basically the game designers didn't think that you'd be able to get to this part of the game without the tunic, so they just didn't program sword animations without the tunic. So every time you're wielding the sword, you're also wielding the tunic.
Yeah,
it's
we are.
It's a very cool sword. Yeah. So we're gonna take we got that key to take this royal shuttle to the royal palace, where we can get the final key, the key of the Ezmars, I think. No, the Ezmars are the
also before
people. I forget.
That's the final part anyway, so.
Yeah, we're coming up to the sword fighting these guys. Probably one of the worst things in this game. At least you didn't get stuck in between them. Last time I saw you do this, they sandwiched
It
you,
can
didn't they?
happen. It can surely happen, but this is pretty much fine. So I basically spam the attack button over and over again because it sometimes allows me to hit faster. Otherwise, you have these very nice moves, but it's nice to see, but it's slower.
Using the animation to skips, resetting, like I said, with sporty for invincibility frames, you can also do it with aggressive to reset your attack animation, and you can get very fast attacks. So now we're in, it's a key maze. It's a 4x4, 4x4 rooms, and in each room is either monsters or a key. And we know the path that gives us the key.
And no monsters.
Sorry, we know the key path that takes us without any monsters, except the final room, which will of course have the 3 little pigs in it.
Yep.
If you play this game, I recommend playing it casually, honestly. Even if you don't want to pick it up as a speedrun, I do recommend playing it at least once, because there's lots of weird little references and just funny things that you wouldn't see in a lot of modern games.
Yeah, this is a thing that is very much 90s, and it's all the more beautiful for that, I think.
Yeah, it's a product of its time, but it's not terrible, even if it wasn't from the 90s.
All right, next room.
Yeah, so the final corridor, this is where the key is, but we got to beat up 3 guards first and have a boss battle. The guards, of course, are terrible because they jump to the side every time. If you can get them into a corner and just swipe, that's fantastic, but it's so hard to get them to there.
Yeah, you can also group them together in certain ways. That can speed up things as well, but yeah, that can be tough, so I usually deal with them this way. Okay, there we go.
Excellent.
And it's time for...
And now, of course, the final boss. The very well-dressed, 2-headed demon thing.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a scary eldritch abomination, but someone's put him in a very nice vest.
Yeah. Right.
So now, yeah, the subs. Those are the tall ones, the subs. You now on the subs key, so now we can get to the final area of the game, because we've got all 4 keys.
Escape to the back.
And, yep. And of course, there's sliding down the mountain, as you do. Funny, because we didn't actually go up any stairs, so somehow we managed to go upstairs even without climbing anything, or sliding down the mountain without going up anything.
It's video games.
I just noticed that. I know. It's just those weird continuity things I pick up on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go to the final island of the game, like I said earlier, the one we went to earlier with that guy who was all patched up. But now we can actually use the key to activate or get to the final area.
Yep.
So it's coming up to pretty much the end of the game now. This is fantastic, what's coming up here. So we're just gonna put the key in, and now the secret evil bad guy will be revealed.
Is this a dark monk or is it someone else? Also, upcoming is one of the funniest lines, and I'm gonna show that to you. Usually I skip everything, but there's one line I wanna keep for y'all.
Yeah, we can skip all these lines if we want to, but we're gonna show off one here because it's fantastic.
Right. Here it comes.
Epic evil laugh.
You suck big time, and I'm gonna take you out. And I don't mean for pizza.
Wow, Twinton. Wow.
Every time. Oh my god.
Much words.
I should start ending all of my emails like that. That would be my signature from now on in my emails.
Also, shoutouts to the adieu.
Yours sincerely. Adieu. Yeah, can you guess what country this game was made in, guys?
Alright, gonna save here, and time to use these bombs that we got, like, back in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, we picked up this that mecha penguin like right at the start of the game, and the second one was in the moon base, and we didn't use them until now. You're supposed to get up here using a jumping puzzle, but thanks to the mecha penguin jump, we could just like jump. It allows us to go. It allows us to skip like what do you call it, vertical movement, and just gives us horizontal, which just gives us vertical movement. Door skipping through this again. You're meant to beat up guards and get keys, but don't need to. And the mecha penguin, actually, for its intended use. Oh, you missed.
Yeah, I missed. I'm gonna reload this room, I think.
Yeah, just
might be a bit
say you
better.
can't get it from there, can you?
It's a really easy setup normally, but it kind of went sideways. That's fine.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone miss that before, so congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a reason why, but there we go.
There we go, perfect. So yeah, this is the final room of the game, so time is coming up very soon. Basically just destroyed the lifts there, and you're supposed to destroy lifts and it opens up the next room. And that's exactly what you did. You actually did that bit intended. The first room we just holo skipped down.
Yeah. Okay, now we got this.
So these are all like robot clones or something? I don't know, it's not quite clear.
Yeah, mecha robo clones, and now we see Fun Frog. Is it the real, the fake Fun Frog? That's the question.
Yeah, by the way, Fun Frog just drops all the kids into the lava.
Yeah,
so...
they'll be fine, don't worry.
And then he jumped in himself. Horrified with his own actions at murdering children, he also jumps into the lava.
For the other Fun Frog, and get ready, and time.
Time, perfect, well done. I'll give you a little round of applause.
Thank you.
But so basically what happened at the end there is, like with the money monkey, we used the holo skip to get him to go through the floor. Did the exact same thing here. Falls through the floor into the lava.
Yeah, it works with enemies too, it's pretty convenient.
Yep, and of course, what's his face? Baldino fixed the ship and saved all of the children.
Yeah.
Apparently there are only 4 children on the entire planet.
Yeah, I thought it was more, but they're safe, that's all that matters. And Twins is happy.
I worry about their genetic pool, is what I'm saying. Anyway, that's been Little Big Adventure 2. I've been JackofHearts. I hope you've enjoyed this. Oh, do you want to see the?
Yeah, I'm gonna show the full credits.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Baldino, we only seen like twice in the game, but he's like super essential to the game, as you can tell.
Yeah, 29:18. That's a fantastic time.
Oh,
as
that's
well.
sub 30. That's really good. There were some setups I didn't quite get, but I'm definitely glad with that. That's. I think like a week ago or so that was really close to my current PB, but now I have a PB that's mid 28, so still pretty close. So I'm super happy with that time.
No, it's always nice when you PB at a marathon though, because you can just get like that beautiful highlight that looks so much better than your home streams.
So beautiful. Yeah, the moon is still heading towards the planet of Twinsen, so you have to stop that still.
Oh yeah, and for some reason, killing Fun Frog brought the planet back to life. There was meant to be some sort of environmental disaster which caused the planet to look like crap, but I can't remember why or how.
Yeah, there's some fake.
But we also got to deal with the rockets on the moon.
There's some fake echoes of Final Fantasy VII, perhaps, also from the same year.
Yeah, I say echoes. This game came out like a month or two before Final Fantasy VII, so they were in development the same time.
Yeah, pretty much.
But we got a Kamehameha the moon, of course, as you do.
All right. So we've got an ad break coming up, and that's going to be all for me for the rest of this marathon, actually. I'm going to be handing it off to Huge Witches. So be sure to give her a warm welcome. But first, a few messages.
There is a world that exists beyond our own, hidden on the edge of shadows. To liberate this realm, we must become the warrior of darkness.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, what time is it? Oh, I wasn't meant to wake up this early. But I think I'll make it through. I've got a lot to look forward to. Hi, everybody. I'm Huge Witches, and I'm checking in for some truly beautiful works of video game art. So coming up next, we have got a run of Alf for the Sega Master System, and boy howdy, is it probably the best video game I've ever seen in my life. I can't think of anything else that even compares. So I'm so excited we got that Alf book % unlocked. It's a real treat, folks. Just you wait. In the meantime, we have got a $10 donation. It's anonymous, and it says, had to donate during Little Big Adventure 2. I have so many fond memories of this game, and it is amazing to see it at GDQ. Please keep up the great work. Janglestorm, you rock.